So I definitely want to know, first of all, I can't imagine what it's like getting to be in a Godzilla movie, so that's effing awesome. But what is it actually like being in a movie like this? Because you really don't know what it's going to finally be till you watch it in the screening room for the first time.
It's true.
So what is that like as an actor, and what was it like seeing this one for the first time?
I think with someone like Adam Wingard, you know you're in good hands. Like he's a fan. He's a guy who's steeped in cinema. He's worked in video stores his whole life, and then became a filmmaker. So he knows what this film wants to be, knows what it needs to be. So even with all the stuff that we don't get to see on the day, you trust that it's going to be epic, it's going to be psychedelic, it's going to be weird, and so you're in good hands, and that gives us the ability to kind of sit back and have fun and play.
Yeah.
Are you nodding away?
I'm total agreement.
I'm being told that was a good answer. Okay.
It's true.
Well done. You get a snack.
You also what you sign up to do is pretty absurd. Like at the end of the day, that it's like you're going in, there's these massive green screens, that you won't ever really see the creatures, right? But at the end of the day, you commit to just looking like a moron, which is great. I think that's part of acting, right? To committing to being a moron. But on this one, it's like, you're not alone. So you get to do moronic choices with other people. So sometimes I look to Dan and I'm like, what's his reaction to this going to be? And how can I gauge it? How can I match it? How are we going to do? What level of fear or panic are we going to do?
Just how many different eyebrow raises can I do at either of them at any given time? How strong will my neck muscles get craning to look at the invisible creatures?
What did we call this? We called it
Kong neck.
Kong necking. Is but you sign on for play, right? I think we were talking about how in most movies, you don't really get to see the set until you show up that day, right? So you don't really know what your environment is until you get there. But the environments and the sets of this movie were so amazingly detailed, and the specificity of it to the world and the universe was amazing. We talked about, there's one set in particular where it's my character's apartment, right, that we got to see, and we got to see all the pictures, even to the books, even to the snacks, even to the chairs of what my character lived in. And it was so, captivating and powerful, because you're like, wow, this is what they took from what we did and what they saw of our characters. And it's really wonderful. So the little kid in you, and the massive geek in you at the same time is just in awe when you get to go and work on something of this scale. But you do need chiropractors after if you're smart.
I was going to ask you, what is the secret for all three of you to giving a good Kong neck?
Make sure your nose is clean.
Yeah.
Always make sure to because you just never know where, you know what I mean? Make sure it's moisturized.
It's really about the kind of angle plus the kind of...
Come on, Rebecca.
Look at that.
Come on, Rebecca.
But you don't know, because it's right at the nose, and I haven't done the nose check. I don't want to... It's a risk. But you've got to... shoulder strength.
Yeah, you have to, and also
thoracic spine,
but also see what your scene partners are doing, and then just if they're going, and then you're like, okay, then you're good to go.
Are you looking where I'm looking?
Yeah, are we looking that way? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Because it's either a tennis ball on a stick, or it's sometimes it's a foam finger, and sometimes if it's really high up, it's just one of those cat toys,
lasers. Yeah, the
that
lasers.
You do on the laser, which I found the most challenging because
you're actually especially whoever's handling it, if they feel like messing with you that day, then you're just like, wait, where's it? And then it's the blooper reel.
Yeah.
I already got to go. I'm just going to say, I really hope it's a huge hit so they can make another. And exactly. And have a fantastic day. Good luck with the rest of your speed dating.
Thank you, man.